My name is Geoff Latham. I'm a watercolor artist from Cleveland, Mississippi. I live here in the Mississippi Delta, and I'd like to tell you a little bit about myself and about what I do.
I'm Pat Brown. I am a retired professor from the art department here at Delta State. I'm a full-time artist. I guess I met Geoff when he was an undergraduate student here at Delta State. He started taking art class. It was his big jump into the visual art world from music, and of course all the arts kind of have a blending together in terms of your psychology, so it's a good fit for him, I think. As far as his art goes, I've seen a big quantum leap in his development. He is dedicated to watercolor, and he has made strides there technically, thematically. His subject matter to me is very intriguing. It's not the typical subject that you would expect of a watercolorist.
So good morning, I'm Chuck Westmoreland. I am chair for the Division of Social Sciences and History at Delta State and also serve as an associate professor of history. So Moose, how did you get started working in watercolor?
I really got serious with watercolor when I was working on my first master's degree. We would go to class in the morning and I would go out and take photos and drive around and look for things to paint. The more I began to sort of deal with it just by itself, the more I began to sort of fall in love with the media. I've been doing watercolor almost exclusively for, I guess maybe about 9 years now.
What artists do you admire and have influenced your work?
I think anyone who is an artist in Mississippi, especially any kind of painter, can't help but be influenced by the work of Walter Anderson. A lot of my work specifically that deals with like food and sweets and sugar, Wayne Thiebaud has been a recent influence that I've begin to learn a little bit more about. Wyatt Waters comes to mind, but I think those are probably some of my biggest influences.
And what subjects interest you the most? What do you like to paint?
Food is something that I love. I love to cook and I love to eat, and so food was a natural road for me to go down. A lot of people who work in culinary arts and stuff like that say you eat first with your eyes. Presentation, I think, is a big part of good cooking, and if it's going to appeal to how it looks on a plate, I think it also would appeal, preserved in a painting or something like that.
How would you like this work to be remembered by future generations?
I would really like the work to be remembered as something done to make people happy. I'm definitely a political creature, and I definitely have, causes and things that I care deeply about. But most of my work, I think, is about sharing something with people to make them happy, trying to do something people enjoy. I really do enjoy seeing someone satisfied with something I've created or something produced.
Hi, my name is Kate Holder, and I'm a friend of Moose and Lee's, and I really enjoyed Moose's art for a really long time. And when I think of his art, the big thing that comes to mind is his recent painting of the KC Hall that went for like big money at the Delta Arts Alliance auction back in June. So I just have seen his work progress and his talent really grow, and I know he's worked so hard on it, so I'm super excited about this.
And this is your swamp cottage.
Swamp cottage! Oh, Moose! It's so nice! It's gonna want to cry. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. Oh, I love it.